everybody. Welcome back to the channel and the real episode Lucky 13 of Evil Genius 2. And we kind of lucked out, Lucky 13. We just got episode version 1.3 released. Couple of things that changed that I had touched on previous episodes included things like minions ignoring executions when they're operating furniture or sitting at the tables or whatnot. But there were some neat changes. The longer gold schemes, the ones that I prefer to do, it give you better rewards. There's some better variety on the schemes for Tier 1 networks. There's new schemes that only cost intel, generally high heat but good rewards. The speed of the vehicles leaving and entering the lair, like the boat over here, that's right there. They've sped that up, so it doesn't take as long for the boat or the helicopter to come in or leave. Let's see, they made some changes for the salaries for specialist minions. They'll get pissed off faster, but they'll tell you about it if they don't have any money. And it takes less, quote, suspicion or whatever the tracking metric is for investigators to summon specialist minions and that sort of thing. They've also made it so that these agents will spend less time in your cover operation and they're less likely to revisit the individual little attractions and whatnot. So, in picking up where we left off, we were finishing up the Midas device, I believe, and this has definitely changed. We had unlocked new minion types, we only had this one left. Now we're at 5 out of 8. So we're going to have to do a few more of those, but the part that we had already completed is no longer necessary, the loot requirement. They did make changes to the main campaign to kind of speed things up so that it didn't take as long to get everything done. I'm still planning on playing it in a more relaxed manner. So I guess without further ado, we can go ahead and get started again. We'll explore what's been changed and go from there. I do want to make sure that my security zone is active here. Yes. Since I noticed the agents over here. I want to make sure they're not going to get any information because I don't need specialists. So we'll go ahead and unpause and check out what's here. And oh my goodness, everything is ready for me to do something. So I guess we will kidnap a socialite there. There's no money-making schemes here. This is new. Intel only. 1,500 every 1 second for 10 seconds, but it maxes out the heat in the region. Wow. Oh, and this takes an hour and not 30 minutes. Okay. I've definitely made some changes there. Alright, what's our heat looking like here? 10, but we've got Smarty Pants here. So we'll let that one sit and stew for a while. 75 every 5 seconds for, okay, so they changed the format too. And it adds 30 heat, 6 workers. This is the longer one that I like, and they've definitely increased the amount. What are you? Invitation for Agent X? No, forget that. They have doubled the number of workers it takes for the long one, but they also doubled the time length, so it's a wash in the end. I'm actually kind of interested if the Tier 2 stuff will get any better. Because I didn't really see a whole lot of point in doing some of the regular schemes in the Tier 2s, just because it required specialists, and in this case, both of them increase heat to the maximum, which will instantly lock these down. That's a pretty decent payout, and given the number of scientists, it takes an hour. That I can kind of get behind, so we're going to do this one. So it takes the scientist, the specialist, but at least it lasts for a good long while and gives you a really good payout. Whereas before it was kind of meh at best. And it looks like this space is already opened back up because they finished. Gained 30 over an hour. We're already at 50, so we'll just kind of let it run for a while. We're going to have a few of those available. And this is holding you. I'm going to take you here. Also did some reading, and what this actually does has nothing to do with the morale of the minions. It stops decay for anything that's got the little animation to it, anything that's within range. So the technicians never have to repair these things. I may actually move it in here or something to beef up my power generator area by just making it never decay. I want to check out these main objectives because, okay, it was just telling me that this had changed. But
brainwashing has converted a prisoner to our cause.
That's what I thought. We've got more minion types here that we can look at, which kind of makes sense since we have to. This one does give you slot machines and a survey station, which is kind of cool. I know that the socialite gave you the piano, the welcome desk, and the refreshment bar. And a scientist. So organic samples, centrifuge, the biologist, and a sushi bar for the biologist. That's interesting. They did say in the patch notes that they made it so that you could get the specialists earlier in the campaign, so that is pretty neat. Looks like we got some new decorations for the lair, the sanctum. Cool. Alright, so we're going to let those go. Looks like we pretty much have this figured out now. I'm going to add another computer in here, the monitoring station, just because I do notice that the cameras tend to go down somewhat often because there's not somebody there to watch them. Can't put you there. Put you there instead. Okay. And that way there's just more chances for people to be in there. And we're going to go ahead and move the Sands of Time because 2 devices just isn't worth it. Let's see if we can put it in here somewhere. That'll give us the most bang for our buck. Somewhere right about there would work. I'm curious. Oh, it doesn't look like they changed the capacity of the vaults, but with the increased fluctuations within the money, I may need to increase my capacity there. Because it'll have the potential to go higher, but also go lower because the salary changes. Once we start the interrogation of this guy, then we will expand this vault out just a little bit to give us a little extra space. We'll let them continue to do their thing while we do this. We'll just go all the way back. It's a little ugly, but it'll get the job done. Actually, what we'll do is we'll move these like so.
An intruder has given us their secrets.
Cool. We should be able to train socialites now. doing that, we can add these, which give better better capacity for each individual unit. And cannot put that one in, so that should increase the capacity by quite a bit. And we're going to go down to our secondary training room here to do the socialite trainer. Yeah, wrong button. So let's put this right there. They're within shooting distance of each other, but that's okay. And we will go ahead and add 2 socialites to our minion list. And this is going to tell me that we're on the next stage. Okay. Cool. Now that that kind of flurry of activity is over with. So we do still have 4 broadcast strength, but I was kind of saving it in case I needed it now for the other new minion types, since we have to get 2 more before we can proceed through the main campaign. It does also mean that we could do the loot whenever, because they don't seem to count for the main campaign objectives anymore. As that was part of the reason why I didn't do them before, because I didn't want to do them and then have, nothing to do for the main campaign objective. Okay, see how this is. No, I want to look at the Sands of Time, see if it's. Yep, I've got it on a whole bunch of stuff now. So these things, you see how it kind of bounces and is going up a little bit. There was a rumor that that was what it did, but other people were saying that it was just the technicians repairing things. So that's confirmation that the Sands of Time actually repairs the stuff in its influence. So that's also really cool. Kind of glad we grabbed that one. And the socialite trainer is on its way. In fact, there's the technician with it right now. And
Task
boom.
complete.
Alright, so now I don't remember if we did anything different with our training room before. We just moved stuff. Or no, we added the guard trainers. That's what it was. Okay. Make this go away. And what's our capacity looking like now? 256. Not bad. Still got more coming in. That should bring us up to 276. I don't remember what these give you. 4,000. So yeah, that would have been 20, so 276. And we're at 260, that's 16. So 4, 8, 12, and 16. Not bad, not bad. We're going to have to expand this when we get the new scientist. And since there's nowhere to expand it to, we'll probably have to move the whole thing. Unless I do a separate lab for just the biologist, but I guess that could be a thing. Let's stick that over here somewhere. Like right over here or something. Protect it with our trap hallway. You can see here we've got our valet drinking with a bunch of robots. Chatting up the robots. It's interesting training for a socialite. Oh, and they did say in the patch notes that they increased the number of tourists that show as the campaign progresses, so the longer you go, the busier this is going to get. And in fact, since they don't visit the same attractions as much, the investigators, we could add some additional stuff in here just to kind of give more opportunity and also make it look more like a functioning casino. So I think what we'll do is we'll add, say I want those overlap, that gives us a gap. We might be able to fit something in here. Like drinking fountains. I'm feeling I'll have to put them in. Yep. Like that. And this will save our valets from themselves. There. And at the moment, the only attraction I care about for the investigators is the stages, because the skill doesn't really come into effect if we have them distracted constantly. But we'll leave these ones on normal operation instead of scamming tourists. Oh, a wave of soldiers. Oh dear. Those guys don't care about anything in your cover operation. They're just here to mess things up. I wonder what I did to get soldiers. Unless those are the default for one of the areas, one of the regions. No, I've seen Saber investigators. Huh. Interesting. But if they're coming through this way, then I think there's a door. Maybe I'm wrong. That's an interesting jump we had there. There it is. So they will take the cable lift. They'll take the cable cars up. Oh, look at that. It doesn't require us to go in and claim. So, oh, yes, it does. I just wasn't paying attention.
In my lair, get them!
Actually, boss, I'm one of your staff.
Oh, good. We need a bit of class out there. Keep those tourists busy, and we'll get along just fine.
Are you going to call off your guards?
Maybe.
Alright, so they'll take the cable cars up and come in through the front door. Which means that the tourists are going to run around like crazy, acting all scared. It looks like we've capped out on intel. That's interesting. Alright, so let's go ahead and lower heat here. We're going to have to do the same here, but what is this? Gradually removes all heat over 10 seconds, only costs intel. Oh, that's neat. It doesn't cost money for the instant one anymore.
A scheme has succeeded.
Alright, so this is 54,000 over an hour. See if anything else pops up since we have Synergy standing here looking at us. I might just leave that one for now. Let's see if there's anything interesting over here. That just gets rid of heat. Wow. So it looks like it's easier to get these places locked down. Or I just wasn't paying attention. One of the two. This gives me 10 workers for 5 intel. What's my capacity at? 168. Doesn't look like it generates heat either. We'll go ahead and do that. That's kind of really neat, actually. Alright, so what are these things that it's telling me I could build? A refreshment bar. I'm going to need to do something about the mess halls, since this is the one that the socialites like. Now I have to cater to individual minion types as far as that goes. Oh, welcome desk. We'll put that right here at the front. And a piano kind of behind it. What would each of those do? Resolve. And reduces suspicion. Oh, that's cool. What's our decor items? A floor plant? Some palm trees. Oh, those are big. Wonder if I move you. Let's see, so that's where the access point is. So there's 1 and 2 spaces. I think that tree was 2 by 2, right? Ah, no. I need to move it 1 more. I want a tree. I don't know if I moved it now. Dang it. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's go put a tree in. Ah, I moved it 1 too far. That's all right. We'll put the tree down. And then we'll put the piano right up against the tree. Well, as close to the tree as we can get. And then the other 2 things are just a couple more potted plants, one of which is aloe in case you burn yourself.
A scheme has succeeded.
All right. Yeah, we can see we're gaining money pretty quick here. Make sure our research is going, but it is not. We do not have it. Wow, okay. Still can't do those, but we can get... what was I looking for? This. Increases our cap by 15. 2,000. 20,000. Okay, they said that they reduced the cost. I didn't know they reduced it that much. You know what? Let's get them some
Research
weaponry.
has begun.
And people are running for cover, which means our soldiers are around here somewhere. Oh, look, there they are. I don't want to issue the kill command yet, because when you go to red alert, they don't run out into the cover operation. They only stay back here. So I want to wait for them to get at least in the door. But
I'm thinking. Evil minds think
we
they
will
lie.
bring Max and Iris
Responding. Compliance.
to be ready for them. Although now they're going the wrong way, so whatever. They will make it back eventually. I guess while we wait, we can check out Mexico. Okay, I haven't upgraded this, but there's a specialist scheme here. 3 guards for an hour for 72,000. 6 workers for an hour for 54,000. That seems interesting.
New side story available.
Decrease the number of... It used to be increase. Or this is just one that I hadn't seen before. This is what they mean by increasing the variety in the tier 1 areas. So that's... Alright, I'm liking these changes so far. Oh, and it tells you when they've been paid. That's handy. And 3 valets for the same sort of thing as the guards. Yes, please. What do we have here? Oh, unbreakable bond. Super agent. Now, we did not check these over the last couple of episodes, so that was my
New
oopsie.
optional objective available.
Now, where are these soldiers? Still have people running around like idiots out here. And I'm sure if they'd gotten in the door, they would have started killing things. So, yeah, they're still up here, getting lost. Let's see, there's only 2 of them. So let's
I have reports
terminate.
of an intruder in the lair.
Terminate.
Kill them.
Awaiting
Iris,
input.
get over here.
Calculating optimal route.
What
Max, you
Very
too.
well.
Iris, where the hell did you go?
Command processor online.
What are you doing? Oh, you're very slowly walking up the stairs. I told you to come over
Research has been
here.
paused.
What is it now?
I'm fairly certain I can take both of these.
Research has resumed.
I would like Iris for backup, though. Very slowly making her way this way.
You have a command?
Yes. I want you to go murder that guy. Wow, they just punched that worker, and that was all it took.
Yes. Since when must the boss take out the trash?
Oh my god, Iris, you are so slow.
Termination program activated.
Alright, one down.
What
Could
next?
you not dodge me? Thank you.
I will not do this thing.
Okay, well,
All
that was simple.
glitters.
You need to go downstairs and sit in your
Ich
big
bin
comfy chair.
gut.
Ich bin pooped. Alright. We didn't even have to go to Red Alert for that. Too bad we lost our luck tourists, but that's okay. And if I remember correctly, or if I understand correctly, this has to be used by... I guess it's just all deception. I thought it had to be used by socialites, but I guess that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, would it? Alright. We should choose another side story. I think I want to go for the scientist, just because research. And, oh, well, we only have two choices anyway, so fake news. Let's do the scientist.
We need to talk.
Must we? Every time you open your mouth, I get a headache.
We're brushing up against the limits of our capabilities. It's time to explore new branches of science.
Here it comes, stabbing pains right here on my temples.
I feel for you, Max.
Do what you must. We can kidnap anyone who can teach you what you want to know.
A minion
Poor
is
Max.
departing.
Excuse me, what?
You see
Die.
that minion? I want them dead.
A group of minions have deserted.
What? I only saw one. Why? Oh, look, well fed. Alright. Where are these assholes? Oh, I mean, dum-dums. Okay, I don't see them. I don't know what group of minions is deserting, but... I would love to know why. I do see some people thinking about food. Maybe I need to extend this mess hall. Since this is where most of my activity is anyway. So let's do this. Let's put... These are dinner bars, right? Yes. So let's put a refreshment bar in. Let's put two of them in. And then that leaves us room for the one for the other guys. We just got to extend one more. Since anybody will eat there and they have more spots, the regular ones only have 3, or those have 4. Excuse me. And I think, actually, sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that. I know I'm going to make them angry for a minute. Put in 2 more dinner bars.
This build order will drain all your power supplies.
Oh dear. I wasn't paying attention. So we'll start with just that. Confirm. That's going to make people angry. So let's... Oh. This is a slight problem. There is a hallway there, so let's dig this out. And how many can we fit here? Looks like one. Yeah. So might as well just put it in like that. That at least gives us 20. Can we do anything about here? Fit any more in here? I can fit one right in front of the door. That gives us another 20. Looks like the next research item, if I can do it, would, I don't know, that's going to be higher up in the research tree, if memory serves. Yeah, it's up here. We can't even do these yet. Looks like this will be the next order of business as soon as this is unlocked. Alright. Let's go see about kidnapping a biologist.
Optional objective available.
Alright, there's not a biologist over here. I'm trying to look at places where I have nothing running, which is really just that one. Alright, well you have no heat left, so let's do this. Okay. Alright, good, we've got more power now. That one's still coming, so that'll bring us up to 55. Alright. Another dinner bar. Yeah, I'm going to keep them spaced like they were. And let's do a couple refreshment bars. It takes up a little bit more room, but it gives us an extra seat at each one. And satisfies our specialists.
Has been completed.
It satisfies the specialists. I don't know if you guys can hear me when it comes over me like that. So let's... Oh gosh. We have got a butt ton of money. Let's go ahead and get them guns.
Research has begun.
Yay, playing the piano. And manning the welcome desk. Alright, biologist is here. We just have to wait for him to get to prison. Yeah, the sooner we get these new minion types, the better, because I am running out of space to put power. I mean, I guess I could fill this with it, even though I really want to do that kill room, but I could always do a power station here and then convert it later. That would be fine. In fact, I think we're going to do that. Or I could do it down here too. Maybe a small power room back here to go with my small laboratory over here. Yeah, why don't we do that? We'll just get that whole area there. Sans that one open square because it won't let me have that. And then we do... Wait, that's... undo. I just made that into a hallway because I'm smart. Alright, and then undo that one. There. Stick a good. Actually, how much power does this take? 5 versus the 1. Right now, we'll just put that there. Since we have to be all power conscious. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll put them like that. I'm not going to leave them much in the way of a walkway, but I don't care. And then I can put one here. I'm just going to spend a shitload of money on, or a poop ton of money. Oh, it gets angry about that, doesn't it? We'll just fill it in. There. And while we're at it, put some clubs in there. There. Power shouldn't be an issue for a while. And because I left it paused that whole time, our biologist has not made it to prison yet. He's right there. Oh, he looks funny. In his hazmat suit. That's not foreboding at all. Just gonna let those two sit for a while. Okay. Oh, we have a wave of investigators showing up. I wonder how fast the boat comes in.
We've got a new prisoner.
We'll see eventually, I guess. I'd probably just mean like people getting on and off and that sort of thing. Alright, let's interrogate you. Did it fully repair these?
Search has resumed.
Ah. So it's not constant. Interesting, but in some places maybe that one's not in the area? Yeah, that one doesn't appear to be affected by it. Okay. Does he still have his helmet on? He does. That's funny.
An intruder has given us their secret.
Alright. So many things we could do. Alright, let's make our biologist trainer. That was an interesting noise. I guess it's just the sound of the biologist trainer. Sounds kind of alien-y. Alright, so let's get one biologist, because I don't know what I need them for. If they need specialized research projects or anything like that. So while we're waiting on that, I want to go up to 4. And no, I want to go back down to 3. I was exactly where I needed to be. we are going to build a lab over here. Oh, but we can dig through that. So let's build the lab over here. We'll just kind of make it, sure, 9 by 8 works for me. Yeah. Perfect. And we'll leave it doorless for now. So we won't even get the station that they need until after the guy is trained anyway. Have our investigators? Yeah, there they are. I love how the guard goes off duty right as the investigator's about to come in. Have you been paid off, mister? If you didn't have two strong things, I might execute you just because. Hey, you guys gotta see through their disguise? Or dog?
Task complete.
Haha, you have been discovered. Cool. And we're already set up to train the biologist, so awesome. Okay, how's our new power station coming? Oh, yeah, it's coming along nicely. Oh god, the little shop of horrors. Right there. If the biologist's name is Seymour, we're screwed. And I guess we just have to wait for a scientist to come down here and start training. When they get around to it. Oh, and I'm going to have to put support stuff down here for the lab. I might need to rethink this. Maybe when I get down here, I'll move that lab over here. Kind of keep the support intensive things on this side of the base. And the less intensive over here, which will also kind of double as less suspicious. Even though that's where all of our major stuff will be, so who knows, I could do stuff back here, another guard room, that sort of thing, and then put support in between them. And what does he do to this? Just looks at him with a magnifying glass. Or, I guess she, but they're minions. They're whatever I tell them they are. It looks like trading is just intently looking at things and tapping out the glass. That's interesting. Okay. I could execute a technician, I guess. Get us an extra $5 grand. Let's find one that's useless. You don't have anything too negative. What about you? Sweet Tooth. You. Amateur DJ. What did I pick? All the good people? You. Lactose intolerance. I cannot have flatulence in my base.
Something worth. Let's have a talk. one final talk.
I wonder if there's a way to increase your capacity for intel. I'm guessing that would be under layer or global operations. Those are training. Training. Yeah. This could be, that would be useful right there. I don't see anything there. Oh, global. Oh, that'll be interesting. Let's see anything here. Those do the same things. Generates intel, but it doesn't say it increases the capacity. It might just be that 99 is the max. I'm okay with that. No.
Biology. That's the science of sharks, right?
We study life and ways to end it.
Like I said, sharks.
Exactly. Which makes me wonder. I can get my sharks. Oh, good. Let's go down and build that. Unlocks research options. $100,000. Oh my god. This one's only $15. 100. That's not bad. So we'll stick those there. We've got to have a centrifuge. Stick that in the corner. That is expensive. Alright, what else do we have? Another piece of decor, which is this. It slows vitality drain. That's interesting. Here's our sushi bar. I will probably dig this out and do a little basic area right here. Or maybe I'll put it over here. That way we can extend the lab this way as we need it. Yeah, let's do it. So we'll put hallway like so. I think a 3x4 will cut it. It might need to be bigger than that. Oh yeah, it's gonna have to be one more. Two more because I need to turn it the other way. Oh, I guess one more would have done it. So let's cancel those. And then we will add nothing else because we want to leave it open for the hallway. But what I will do is add a staff room. I think that's big enough. Nope.
Optional objective complete.
Okay, so now it just needs to go one further this way. Nope, two further that way. So there's a TV room. And then what we'll do is we'll add a very small barracks there with just beds. And we'll utilize this little area as an archive.
Not enough gold to
Oh,
complete
whatever.
this
We'll earn more
construction.
gold. Yeah, that way all the stuff that we need for the biologists is around but kind of packed into little corners. Now, we need to get rid of some heat here. That's going to take a while, but that's okay. We've got money rolling in from various and sundry other places. This one, see, it's my only issue is that they cap out the heat instantly because you're already up to max. So the only way you can get rid of it is by paying more. Or using intel, which, I mean, we have enough. But that's okay. What else do we have here? Decor. Restore smarts. Neat. I don't think I can fit that anywhere, but that's neat. Oh. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to add these all over the place. Definitely a fan of that. Adds vitality. Okay. Oh, wrong way. Let's add a couple of these in. And add that there. They're not in the best places, but they get the job done for now. Just kind of add one of everything over here. Okay.
Your scientists have discovered something.
There's our handguns. Oh, and look, we can even go as high up as the staff racks. Awesome. Yeah, this is exciting. So I need 40,000 so I can get this, and then it's sharks. We will have sharks. I guess we can go ahead and start the Spin Doctor side story.
Look at these headlines. They're saying I'm a heartless criminal who would rob banks.
But you are.
Aren't you? The strike teammate did that last week by your express order.
Maybe, but I'm not heartless. I have an image problem, that's all. Find me someone who can fix that.
You mean someone who can airbrush your pictures?
A public relations specialist, you dolt. Someone who'll make all this fake news go away.
Yes. There's our 40,000.
Research has begun.
All right, and that way we will be able to mine out the first of the, I guess, gray rock areas, which only leaves the next one to open up this room. That's exciting. Okay, well, that looks like that would be a great place to put a stop for the day. I do appreciate everybody watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and hey, throw a comment down there. I look at them, I check them, I respond as much as I can. And again, thanks for watching. Everybody have a great day.